Hello, Snack Chat. Snack Chat. Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks. And if this is your first time, welcome to the channel and the live stream. Travel Snacks is all about traveling, eating good food, using the resources you have, being kind to one another, obviously having fun, dressing up, and maybe living an alternative lifestyle that's different from the norm, whether you live in a car, van, RV, tiny home, or something like that. And today is Snack Chat-o-ween, and we are doing costumes and candy today. So welcome to the live stream, and I hope you guys are all dressed up too, because I came to party. And if you don't know what I am, well, maybe this is a clue. And if you still don't know what I am, I have my little pet that's going to represent what I am. I'm a piñata because I'm always full of candy. Welcome to the live stream. So let's see who's here and how's everybody doing? Hey, Grant, how are you? Hey, Mike. Good afternoon. I'll need to leave around 3. Okay, awesome. Well, that's great that you're volunteering. Let's see. Hey, Ivana, how are you? All right, so we're gonna have a fun time today, but I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see if I can get through all this. This is gonna make me look crazy here. Making this costume was a full-on situation. It took a while to like cut all these things. Some of these are falling off already. This is my second shirt that I made because I didn't really think it through, because the first one I made it with this like stretchy tank top, and I did this whole like longest, I made the whole shirt, and then when I put the shirt on, it stretched and ripped all the streamers. So I had to trash that one, and so then I had to find a different shirt, cut it up, and glue all this stuff on. And then I glued a bunch of candy on this little like tiara thing from the dollar store. And these are just from the dollar store too. Then I took a stick from one of the van build part thingies and just wrapped a bunch of the streamers around it as well. So I put some effort into this costume. This I found at Walmart, which I was like, I have to have it. And I'm gonna name him Chewy because he's Chewy the Piñata. And he's got my candy in it. Hopefully you guys brought candy and you're wearing costumes. Let's see. Okay. Yes, we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. Oh, also, if you haven't already, throw a like on this live stream. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll keep it moving. Before the live stream, I did check, and we are at 9,793 subscribers and still counting. So we'll probably hit 10,000 by the middle of next week, and almost for sure by next Saturday. So it should be another party. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Janaea. And hey, Donnie. Thank you. Hey, Dad, George Cox, trick or treat. Are you Chiclet's fairy godmother? Hey, Janice, how are you? Okay, so as a show of hands, did anybody else dress up? Just raise your hand or give me a thumbs up or a pumpkin emoji. And this one's fallen off. And if you did dress up, send me a picture on my DMs on Instagram. The Instagram is travelsnacks_, or you can email it if you don't use Instagram, or you can send it to me on Facebook Messenger, or just get it to me somehow. And then I'll show everybody by just showing my phone onto the screen. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Thank you. I had a couple other costumes in mind, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because I'm going to use those costumes for other years. but they were all food related because I thought you got to have food related on a food and travel channel. Okay, awesome. Hey, Chris, how are you? Hey, Fake Freedom. I'm a piñata, if you didn't know. Okay, and also, let's see. I don't see anybody with their hands up in terms of wearing costumes. But if you didn't wear costumes, did you at least bring candy? If you're eating candy or have candy, let me know what you're eating, what candy you're snacking on. I have my Chewy piñata, and I did fill it with candy from the dollar store. Again, got my Reese's. Let's see what else is in here. I got mini Twix. Do you guys like these candies? You guys like Reese's and Twix? There's only 4 kinds in here. I had to get the small ones because there's a very small hole on the top here. I got little baby Ruth's. What else is in here? Oh yeah, and then Almond Joys. Let me know if you guys like those 4 candies because I think they're delicious. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you guys are having candy. I know Grant has his sugar-free candy. Jane, hey Jane. Hey Terry, how are you? No costume gear, but we would at least expect candy corn. Reese's peanut butter chips mixed with fruit and nuts. Oh, that's good. I love mini chocolate bars. Yes. I have candy, no costume. M&M monogram candies. Oh, cool. That's cool. Oh, yeah. I bet. Yeah, that's easy for you. Hey, Timo Music. How are you? I'm going to eat one of my candies because I've been waiting to live stream. Now, usually I like these frozen, and I do have some in the freezer, but I don't feel like going to get it. But my nails have been breaking because of the van build, so now my thumbnails are so small, it's hard to open these things. Oh no, I'm dropping chocolate on the bed. Oh no! Maybe that's not a good idea. No treats, no candy, maybe some green tea later. Well, green tea is pretty good. I like to put sugar in my green tea, but that's probably not shocking to anybody. All right. Now I probably have chocolate all over my teeth. Oh, Janice has brownies. That's one of my favorite things ever. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay. No costume, but I broke out in a blistery allergic rash this week, so I am a monster. Oh no! I find that a Reese's peanut butter cup will last in my mouth 20 minutes if I let it dissolve slowly. Interesting. Hey, John, how are you? I love the earrings. This was a last-minute edition. I just threw these on. In Canada, Reese's is called Reese. Oh, interesting. Probably because of the bilingual English. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. No costume. Baking, shortbread, and decorating. Kid watching Halloween movies. Gonna carve pumpkins. Oh, that's fun. Awesome. Okay, so last week we talked briefly. Well, first of all, this goes hand in hand. So I always mention this on every live stream. If you'd like to donate to the snack fund, you can hit the little $ under the chat, or you can, make a donation through PayPal or Cash App or Venmo. I'll link the PayPal right here and pin it up at the top, just in case you do. There's never any obligation. Don't feel like you need to make a donation, but sometimes people do like to donate to the snack fund, and those are the ways to do it. Going hand in hand with that, last week we were talking about my music CDs, and I was just telling you that I'm trying to like get rid of them and I was going to throw them away. And some of you said you wanted to buy the physical CDs, which I don't really have a way to like set that up. So I thought about it, and there was a couple of you that already just sent some donations in terms of like that you wanted the CD. The best way, if you do want a CD, is just to use PayPal, and make sure that in the little note section, you have to choose goods and services, and in the note section say for music CD or for CD. So then I will know that that's not just a regular donation. That's, you definitely want that. And I figured that, I looked it up, and the shipping for like a US CD is like, I don't know, like $3, but then I have to like buy the packaging, and then PayPal takes a fee. So anyways, if you want a CD and you're in the US, then it's $5. That covers the shipping and the packaging. And if you want one and you're international, then I'd say like $10, because the shipping was like $12. So I'm okay with like losing a couple dollars. So if you're in the US and you want a CD, $5. If you're in the internationals, then $10, and I will get those out if I get PayPal notifications. Hopefully that makes sense. If you don't have PayPal and whatever, I'm not sure, just send me an email and we'll work it out. So again, no obligation. I'm probably gonna end up throwing away a bunch of these CDs. So if you want one before they go into the trash, then do that on PayPal, and then we'll get that popping. Hey, is it Layla or Leela? Are you going to talk about how your van is coming? Yes, I am going to talk about that, and I'm also going to take you outside to show you what we've done this week. Couple things I wanted to talk about today before I do that is, there is, to me, I think there's not so great news. I don't know. But tonight, the clocks go back. Or, yeah, go back. Now, some of you might be like, cool, but to me, that's one of the worst times of the year, because it starts to get dark at like 2 o'clock. And yes, I am exaggerating, but I hate it. I hate when the time changes back, because then it just gets so dark and I feel like I lose out on so much time. So I wasn't prepared, you guys. I thought that I had more time. I thought it was a couple weeks from now, and I just noticed it today. And I was like, tonight. So don't forget to set your clocks back 1 hour. Yes, you're gaining an hour, but to me, it's not worth it. So I'm really bummed about it. And also, that's when a lot of people can get like, it's called SAD, seasonal affective disorder. And because, I don't know, you're not getting enough like light and serotonin in your brain. I'm not a medical professional, clearly, but it just makes you feel just not great, because it's just dark and it's just cold. So I'm not really feeling it. Okay. Okay, you hate this time of year too. Oh, hey Jet, how are you? Jet K999. I love the darkness. I'm a night person. Okay. Most countries do not have, exactly. I go to work in the dark and I come home in the dark. Oh man, oh wait, I forgot I work from home, but I'm prepared to be depressed for the next 6 months. I'm the opposite. I have always hated daylight. Oh, interesting. Here in Ohio, it's still dark at 8 a.m. Oh, wow. Hey, James, how are you? You're already there. It's not my favorite thing. Okay, so that's that. How's everybody's week been? And is the weather changing for you guys? Because it's starting to get cooler out here, but then today it was like 81. And I'm like, okay, so we're still getting a lot of heat out here. So I'm not sure if it's just like is anybody getting snow? I think a couple of you have sent me messages saying that you've gotten snow. Hey, Aman, how are you? Dark is calm. It is calm, and I don't mind dark, but I just don't like it to get dark too early in the day, because it just, especially now with the van build. One thing that I wanted to mention is some of you have purchased the portable jump starter that I mentioned in one of my videos, and some of you have asked about it, and I have a discount code for that jump starter. And I just found out this week that the discount code no longer works. And I contacted the company and I'm like, yo, what happened to the discount code? And they're like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. I'm like, somebody gonna let me know? Because I've been telling my snack pack friends that they can get a discount. So I don't know if they had like a change in ownership or just they're not doing sponsorships anymore. It's not really a sponsorship. It's just they like came to me and said they wanted to offer my snack pack members a discount. And that was like, I don't know, a few months ago. They might have fallen on hard times because of COVID, and maybe that's why, but they didn't really offer me any solutions. So I'm not saying don't get it because it's still a great portable jump starter. But if you get it and you try to use my code, just know that I don't have any control over it. And I don't know, they didn't really offer me any solutions. Okay. This week did fly by. I'm like, it's Saturday already. I can't even believe it. Snow on the mountains all around me. That's awesome. Had a little snow, but it's gone. And it's 38. Winter has set in up here in upstate New York, sister. Gonna be cold here for the next 6 to 7 months. Snow fell in May. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. That's crazy. 54 and sunny and near Olympia, Washington. Was there a last straw that made you quit your job and live in your vehicle, soon to be van living, or have you always wanted to live out of your vehicle and travel? I'm going to get to that in just a second. You may as well live in Canada. Getting dark too early, apocalypse vibes. I don't like it. Yeah, exactly. I am the same, Jane. The spring forward message messes me up more. Your bed is gone. Sell it. Yes, I sold it I talked about it last week. I did sell my bed. They actually bought the bed and the mattress, which was hallelujah, because I didn't want to have one or the other. And so they were buying it for their daughter's birthday, 16th birthday. And so I was like, yes. So I no longer have my bed. I do need to order a mattress for the van, but I want to I want to get my bed frame in the van built before I order the mattress, just to like make sure what's going to be the size. I'm going to have to cut it down no matter what, but I want to make sure before I order something. In terms of the last straw that made me quit my job, I try not to like, I'm sure I'll talk about this in the future, but today's not the day. But basically the job that I was working at, I never felt truly valued or appreciated. I was there almost 11 years. And there was always drama. And I just knew that I was never going to be, I was never going to grow in that job. And the money was low, and in my opinion, and I wasn't even at industry standard for what I was doing. And when I approached to get a raise, I was basically told that I should be grateful for what I've been given. And the person that was in charge was quite honestly a bully and just a jerk. So I didn't appreciate that. And I stuck it out because I thought that it would get better. And I really enjoyed what I did. But sometimes it's the people that you work with that makes it unbearable. And I just couldn't, there's the quote that says, anything that costs you your peace is too expensive. And I had gotten to the point where every morning I was waking up with like extreme anxiety, just going to work. And I was like, why am I doing this? And also I was ready to travel. My kids had moved out on their own. And I was like, I really want to do something different. And it's one of the best decisions I ever made. I'm so grateful that I left that job. I'm so grateful. And God has provided every step of the way. I didn't have any other income coming in when I quit the job, and I knew God was going to take care of me, and he did. So it worked out like that. And in terms of your second part of your question, it's not that I've always wanted to live in my vehicle. It's that I wanted to travel. And then when I didn't have any more income, I was like, well, all that international travel that I had started doing, that quickly came to a halt because I didn't have the money to do that. So I was like, well, what can I do and what resources do I have? And I knew I had a car. So I was like, I'd never thought about living in my car, but let me give it a try. And I liked it. I mean, it was challenging, but I liked it enough to keep going. So hopefully that answers your question. Mike, hello, darkness, my old friend. It's dark by 4 p.m. I want to write. Oh, yeah, exactly. Hey, Felicity, how are you? Happy Halloween snack pack. Thank you. Thank you. Can't stay, but we'll watch later. Awesome. You bought a van. Congratulations, Felicity. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear more about that. Hey, Karina, how are you? Thank you. I'm a piñata for those of you that just joined in. I got my party stick. Yes, exactly, Janaea. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I know that you spelled it out before, and now I'm like hesitant because I'm like, is it Janaea? Because I want to make sure I get it right. If you take a leap of faith, you will learn to fly. That's true. That's true. I got raises every year when working for Big B. It wasn't worth it at all. It's true. It's true. Peace is crucial all around, inside and out. I have worked for people like that before. You're right. It's time to move on. Sometimes literally, praise God. Yes. I'm so lucky. I work for the best company. I will never leave. That's awesome. I was canned in December and top retailer closed doors a few months later. No doubt a coincidence. Not. I quit 3 years ago. Never looked back. Retired now. Awesome. Everyone throw a like on it. Yes. Throw a like on this. Janaya. Okay. Sorry. Every time I'm like, is it Janaya? Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, I mentioned this. Oh, really quickly, I think not everybody's here. Monique, Van Life Rocks. There's a few other people that are not here. Sorgy Stories. But for this live stream, I just wanted to get like a quick show of hands if you are interested not today, but in the future of being a moderator on the live stream. Because sometimes we've been getting to the point where we have like 50 and 60 people and the chats are going by. And sometimes we get some like random troll people in here, and it'd be nice if there was somebody that can block and I can just keep going through the thing. So raise your hand if you'd be interested in being a moderator, and I'll just write your name down for the future. Hey, Chris, how are you? No problem. Week's been really good. Like I think Grant said, this week flew by. I'm like, wait, what did we do this week? Because it seems like we didn't get a lot done, but we did get a lot done. And also I've been ordering a lot of things for the van, and progress is being made, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. And okay, Grant, all right, I put you down. I figured you're one of the people that are here every week, so that might be a good choice. I would, but I don't know how to block somebody. All right, I'll put you down. When you're a moderator, there's just like if you look in the chat right now, I don't know if it's on your end, but I'm not sure. But if you hover over the chat, there should be 3 dots to, I think, the right. I'm not sure on your end. I'm not sure. Okay, fake freedom. And I don't know what it says for you guys, but on my end, since I'm the only moderator right now, it says like put user in timeout, hide user. So as a moderator, if I make you a moderator of the chat, that means that you would also have access to either put somebody in a timeout. I'm not sure how long it is. I think it's like 5 minutes. If somebody's getting a little like hotsy-totsy, you can just put them in a timeout. And then when they come back, we'll be like, okay, are you calm? Are you good? If somebody's just like saying sexual things or racist things or just whatever things that are hateful, then you can just block that person and hide that person from the channel, because I don't want anybody on the channel that's going to be just hateful, because that's not good and they need to pray about that. So it's pretty easy. You just hit the 3 dots and then make a choice about which one you think. I only missed 1 stream. I know you guys have been here like almost every single time. I can help if needed. I try to catch all lives. Awesome. Okay, Tanya, I'll put you down. That option isn't available to me. Okay. Shills and trolls. Yeah, exactly. Not the same without you, fake freedom and Grant. Exactly. Okay, so I have you guys down. I'm gonna just over the next few live streams, just like get a show of hands who's interested, and then I'll probably just pick one or two, and just in case somebody's not here, and then we'll just go from there. We don't have like a ton of people on the live streams all the time, but sometimes when it gets crazy, it'd be great to have somebody that can also do that. And also as we grow, there's a lot of times where the chats are going so fast, and there's questions sometimes that I've already answered on other live streams, and those of you that have been here a long time know the answers to the questions, and you could just answer those people. So that's kind of the direction that I'd like to go, so I can involve more of you. Wait, if I hit the 3 dots on someone's name, I can block or report them. Oh, okay. I think that's, I'm not sure what it is for you guys, if that's just blocking it on your own YouTube channel, but I don't know. Unless I make you a moderator, it won't block anyone here. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's right, Grant. If you block or report somebody right now from you guys' end, then you won't see them. And if you report them, then that means that you thought they said something inappropriate, and it just goes to YouTube, and it doesn't affect this. But if you're a moderator, it does affect this actual live stream. Okay, awesome. I have people come and go in my life. Awesome. Yes, you guys all have friends here. Okay, so we talked about that. It feels like I have like nothing to say this week, but also a lot to say, which sounds weird, but it's like I have a lot of things going on. We talked about that. Oh, hold on, I'm getting 2 alerts. Oh, hey, is this you, Mike? Frederick Brady, $10 on this. Is this for the CD? Let me know, and I'm gonna give you a shout out in a second. And hey, Terry, thank you. 25, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. And also, Terry, is this also for the CD as well? Because I can't, it might say it on my email, but on my phone, it doesn't say the notes unless you guys aren't putting the notes. And if these are just donations to the snack fund, then thank you. And if you want a CD, let me know. But let me give you guys both shout outs. And I added a few new sounds to my sound collection here. So I'm going to give you guys some new ones. Let's see. This one's for you, Mike. Hold on. I'm going to give you, okay, I'm going to give you, this one's called Magic. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. And tell Rhea thank you as well. And then for you, Terry, I'm going to give you, okay, let's see. I don't know which one this is called, Selection. Ooh. Thank you so much, you guys. I truly appreciate it, and this will be awesome. Let me go back and see what you guys are saying. Hi, Mike. Is your wife watching in the living room? Let's see. That's what I keep watching. I do love you all in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. Oh, you use your middle name. Okay. All right. Karina, so I made a music CD. I wanted to be a singer when I was growing up, and I made a CD, and I had like 1,000 of them pressed, and I think I sold like 100 CDs back when I was trying to do my music days. And then I just got sick of the music industry, so I just didn't really care about that anymore. So I still have like 100 CDs left, and I can't fit all these things in the van, so I need to get rid of them. So I'm going to end up throwing away a bunch of CDs. So if anybody wants a CD of my music, that's what the CD is about. Oh, okay. Frederick is your dad's name, Fake Freedom. That's nice. That was my, Fred was my grandfather's name. I love that. Thank you. Okay. That was cool. Awesome. Hey, Rhea. And now I have to leave. Oh no, Chris. But oh, hey, Mad Titan. But wait, Allison, what if you look super hot that day and someone can't help but really? No, we're not doing super flirty. Are we saying that Mike Grant fake freedom, if that's even your real name, gets to block? Yes. I trust the people that are here like every week. I actually do trust them. And yeah, I would not be mad if they put someone in timeout or blocked. I think on my end, after the fact, I could unblock people as well, but pretty sure they wouldn't just randomly block people just for no reason. Terry, thank you so much. Just for the van, one day we'll expect a live concert. Oh gosh, that's pressure. Thank you so much, Terry. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. And yes, Barbara is fake freedom. I always say fake freedom, but let me know if you want me to call you Barbara, because I know some people on here don't want me to call them by their real names. But some people have said it's fine, like Ray from Van Life Rocks. And there's a few other people I'm drawing a blank. Hey, Oscar, how are you? Exactly what Grant said. Yeah, I am single, but I mean, live streams are not like Tinder or like for flirtations things, you know? So yeah. This is just a time for us to have fun, talk about traveling, eating, play our games, talk about some world issues, nothing dramatic, but we just like to have a good time and just keep it fun and festive. Yes, please don't call me by my real name. Is it not Grant? Do I not know this? Let's see. Okay. Single, ready to Christian mingle. That's actually facts. When I get on the road, maybe I'll go down that road, but I just can't stand these dating apps. I haven't turned it on in so long because it just is so discouraging. And people are just so whatever. And that I probably talk about more stuff like this on my late night snacks chat, which I'll start when I get back on the road. But you know, not on this one. This is like a fun, festive situation. I was just checking for someone else, not me. Mad Titan, you're the one that said you would date me so hard. I'm not mad, but it's, you know, I'm just making fun. Have to run and pick up my car. Have fun. Happy Halloween, Janice. Okay, so segue into the van. Just basically, I know this sounds funny that I'm saying I think I made a decision, because the word decide means to cut off all other options. But as of today, I've decided that no matter what happens, no matter where we are in the build, I'm leaving the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm going to spend Thanksgiving here, and then I'm leaving to go on my journey. We are making pretty good progress on the van, and I think it'll be mostly done by then. But you know, it gets to a point where you just want it to be done. It's like building anything, building a house or working on a project or anything. You can only do so much, and there's always going to be stuff that you can fix and do. So like, as long as all the major stuff is done, like, you know, my sink is in, my electrical's ready, my bed is in, all the stuff extra like painting and all these other things can be done on the road. Maybe not as conveniently, but I want to get out back on the road, and I'm ready to do that. So I've pretty much decided that no matter what the state of the van is, unless it's just like something massive happens that we can't move forward, that's the plan. So the other thing is that I had mentioned to you guys before that I was planning to go to San Diego, go to Arizona, go to Texas. That was my first like 3 stops. Well, that's a little change of plans as well. So I think I'm going to have to cut out the Arizona portion for this particular beginning of the journey, because so a lot of you know that one of my sons, Marcus, he moved to Texas a few months ago, and some of the stuff he flew out there and he shipped a lot of things, but he couldn't take everything with him. So there's still some things that he left with me And I was like, oh yeah, I can bring that when I come out to Texas. I can bring that. And now it's just gotten to the point where there's a lot of things I need to bring to him. Also, I'm going to be storing some of my stuff at his house. And so it doesn't make sense for me to have my van just packed full of stuff and be traipsing around other parts. So I'm probably going to go to San Diego, come get all the stuff, and then go straight to Texas, which will probably take me, I don't know, 3 to 5 to 7 days, depending on how many stops I make. And then I'll drop all that stuff off, stay around Texas, because I'm going to be at my son's house for Christmas. So that's basically what's happening with the van build and my plan as of right now. Okay. Let's see. Don't be embarrassed. What costume did your dad wear, Allison? He should dress as a safety inspector or quality control. I don't know if he's still watching, but they didn't dress up. My parents didn't dress up today. Nobody's festive today. I'm the only one. I don't know. I like to dress up like every year, even if it's basic. Like last year, I dressed up as Fork in the Road because I was just trying to get, I was trying to get ready for my first car journey last year. And let me pull up that picture. Seems like so long ago. I mean, it was a year, but let me see. Where's my Fork in the Road picture? Oh, here it is. So I just wore a black long sleeve, put some duct tape on a shirt, and then taped a fork onto my shirt. And I had to lay down because that fork would not stay on my shirt. But because last year I was really trying to pack my car and get ready because I was leaving to go on this first car journey, and I was just in a rush, but I wanted to do something festive. The year before that, I was in Europe, and I didn't have really any way to get a costume. So I did this costume not found 404. And I don't know if you guys could see that. And I was in Czech Republic. Yeah. So even when you don't have a lot of resources and you're traveling, you can still do very basic things, or you can go to thrift stores and stuff like that. But I always like to just spice it up just a little bit. Mike is my middle name, but I was called that since the day I was born. Oh, Frederick is my legal first name and my father's name, but he is a very bad person. Oh no, I get that. If you don't want to be associated with certain names, that's fair. That's all I'll say publicly. All right, that's fair. My real name is, wait, I lost it. My real name is Grantini. Is that Italian? Because I just made it Italian. I've spent my life working with all women, and that's the name they gave me. Grantini. That's how I'm going to say it. But that is not your real name at Grant. Oh, is there something that we're missing? Great to have a goal. Otherwise, it could drag on. Pull the cord. Exactly, Terry. That's basically what I was like, okay, I need to make an end date on this van build because, it's just going to go forever. This thing is digging into my forehead. Are your destinations based on weather? For instance, do you stay away from northern locations in winter? I do. So now that I'm going to be going to Texas, I'm probably going to stay, after I leave his house, I'm going to stay around Texas until Christmas. And then after Christmas, I'll probably stay in the southern states, which I didn't really want to do because I just did that on my last car journey. But the good news is that I've already done it in a car. So now it'll be a new experience in a van. And there were some places that I missed. So I want to check those out again. And then my plan is to go to the East Coast in spring and just start at the very top and then slowly work my way down through the whole spring and summer. I was going to try to do Alaska next summer, but I think I'm going to wait another year because that's a very extensive thing. And I feel like I need more time, like living in a van before I do that. So I think I'm just going to spend like most of the spring and summer East coasting next year. But we'll see because things can change. My name is Stephen Matthew Lamonte. Is it Lamont or Lamonte? My social security number. I doubt that's your social security number. Back on the road will be good for your mental health. I agree, Terry. Honestly, I think that's going to be so good for me. I didn't dress up this year. You guys got to get your costumes. Your dad should dress up as Bob Hope or any other well-known comedian. He is funny. That's true. A lot of people don't know who Bob Hope is because we're old. Seeing 90% of peeps wearing masks for the past few months bummed me out. No costumes. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. That is a good point. You have a great imagination. Thank you. Let's see. Your real name is Brian. Is that real? Her dad would look cool as a mad scientist costume. Oh, that's true. That's a good one. The fork in the road is great. That's where roadkill is often found, from our grill to yours, says the local catering truck. Hey, Soldan, thank you. Tanya, my real name is Tanya. Okay, Terry, see you later. I'm with Family Fast. Okay, talk to you next week. Thanks for joining in today. And God bless you as well. Digging into your forehead, is that the definition of Candy Crush? I guess so. Ow. There's those little grippy things on here to like go into your hair to like keep it on, but it's very hurty. A lot of mosquitoes in Alaska in the summer. Oh, I did not know that. Don't even get me started on mosquitoes. Lamont with a silent E, just like my last name, Sharpe. People always say Sharpie, but it's just Sharpe. So I get that. 3 mosquitoes. Ever wonder what kind of filling is in that candy bar? It's not real from my PayPal. Oh, yeah, true. There's a cool place outside Austin, Texas, Hamilton. Okay, let me write that down. Hamilton Reserve Pool. Is that like just like is it a hot spring or is it, partial cave around water? Ooh, I like that. And that's in Texas, Austin, Texas. Yeah, I'll be definitely going to Austin. So that's great. Thank you guys. Or thank you, Karina. Sharpie like the marker. Yeah, everyone always calls, Allison Sharpie or whatever. It's a thing people always do. Hey, Brian, thank you. And it's permanent. All right, I want to talk about one more thing, and then I'll talk about the van. And then I'll take you guys outside. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Happy Halloween. Okay, so you guys that have been on here know that my camera that I've loved, kind of had some problems with the lens. And I'm pretty sure I found out that there's nothing wrong with the inside of the lens. Basically, that's dust and dirt. And I guess it needs a sensor cleaning. And I guess, I don't know. I got a few quotes and it's around $100 to $150. And I did buy the other new camera, the Sony camera, which was very expensive. And I kind of hate it. I hate to say it, but I love it and I hate it all at the same time. The things I hate about it is that it is not as wide of an angle as my last one. So when I film, it's like right in, like, it just doesn't feel like a vlogging camera. It feels like so close. And I want to be able to show like when I travel. And there's some hacks that you can do to like make the lens flare out a little bit, but I don't like that. And you have to travel with an extra little like lens, which is the whole point. I don't like to do that. And I love it because it's got excellent sound and it's got excellent focus. So I'm really pulled, but I have a feeling that I'm going to end up sending that camera back and just getting my camera fixed because I like my camera. I'm used to it and I like the way it It works for me. It's really lightweight, and it's been great for all my travels so far. So I think I have an appointment next week to take it in to make sure that they can fix it and the cost. And if they fix it, then I think I'm going to send the other one back. But all the donations that I received that everyone was saying, you know, it's going towards the camera, don't worry, because that'll go towards fixing the camera that I have. And also there's some other things for the van that I'm going to need that will be very helpful for that. So thank you guys for all those donations. And I don't know, until they do something better with these cameras, like the one I got, the Sony, I love it, and except for the wide angle. So if they come up with an updated model, then I will probably go back to this one. And the one that I have now, that's the upgraded one. If they ever fix the focus on it, then I'll probably get that one. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with my old camera and just get it fixed, which is kind of a bummer. But also, I'm not really that upset about it because I really do like my camera and it's always worked really well. And I've been able to make some great videos off of it. So it's kind of a win. My wife just got home and thinks your costume is super cute. Oh, yay. Thank you. Let's talk about what you're sitting on. Did you sell the bed? I did sell the bed. I sold the bed last week to a couple and they bought it for their daughter's 16th birthday, which is a great bed for a 16-year-old because that was like a 10-inch nice foam mattress and like a nice headboard. So that's great. So my parents had this bed in their shed when I moved in. I took it out there and then now I just put this bed back. And this is a headboard that my dad made and it's actually on the wall. It's like part of the wall. So he, you know, nail gunned it in. So it's permanent. Halloween. Before you peace out, click the like and thank you. Yes, definitely. Hey, Ty, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, my dad made this. My dad's really into like Native American and my parents like the whole like Western decor. It's permanent, like I said. All right, so let's talk about the van and take you out there, and then we'll play our game. And all the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually have 5 questions today, and they're all like Halloween related. Nothing too crazy, but definitely I try to make it all Halloween. I got my mattress for my blazer shipped from Amazon. It's so comfy. Oh, what kind is it? Let me know. Either DM me on Instagram or put it here so everyone else can know as well, because I'm right now starting to look for mattresses. I think I'm going to go with an 8-inch. I don't know if it's going to be too tall, but I think that's the plan at this point. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Did you ever decide what size bed you're going to put in your van? So I'm pretty sure I'm going to order a full, and then I'm going to take a like a turkey carver knife and just like cut it down to size depending on how much room I have when we build the bed frame. The bed frame is going to be close to the last thing we build because we need to build the cabinet for the fridge and the little toilet, the 2 cabinets that is going to fit my sink, and like a cabinet with a counter so I can cook food. Whatever space is left that's what it's going to be for my bed. So I think I'm going to get a full and then cut it down. 8-inch, that's not bad as long as the frame is not too tall. Exactly. So I was going to get a 6-inch, but I don't want it to be too firm. So I'm going to try with an 8-inch and see if that doesn't make it too tall. I think the full will be good. This bed, the bed I had before that I just sold was a queen. And honestly, I sleep like right here. Let's see. I pretty much sleep here. And pretty much this other side of the bed always has stuff on it. So I feel like I don't ever use that. So this bed that I'm in right now that I'm sitting on is a full. And since we put it in here since last week or whatever, it's been super fine. I don't feel like I'm falling off or I'm cramped or anything. So a full will be fine. And so I'm thinking it's going to end up being between a twin and a full. So maybe like 42 inches wide is what I so far think it's going to be. And I think that's a pretty decent thing. That's not going to be too small. Doing well. Hope everyone's doing good. Yes. Awesome. Brand name is, okay, let me write this down. Jingwei. Oh, it's 4 inches. I wonder if they have a big old twin memory foam with folds. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The foldable kind. I thought about maybe doing that too, but oh, $129, that's a good price. But I'm not sure about that, but I'll check that out. Okay, so let me take you guys, I'm gonna get up and take you guys outside. I'm gonna show you along the way what I've received from Amazon for the build and what we've done this week. It doesn't seem like a lot, but maybe it isn't a lot, but I'm like, what did we do this week? I feel like it was like Grant said, it was like, I feel like I got a lot done in terms of like, I think I'm mostly focused on like selling things and cleaning up. And I've been trying to, like I have a whole bin of like a giant bin of pictures, you know, like of my kids and my weddings and old school pictures, family pictures. And I actually bought a scanner. It was like one of those wand scanners that you just stick the thing in and it just scans, or you can take the wand and go over any kind of paper. And I got it and it didn't work. So I sent it back and then they sent me another one and it worked, but it was so dark. The pictures were dark and there was no setting to adjust it. So I've come down to the point where I've just been taking pictures of my pictures on my phone because I never really look at these pictures and I need to get rid of these pictures because I can't just be traveling with a bin full of printed pictures. So I've been focused on that this week and selling a lot of stuff, trying to get rid of as much as I can. But we got some stuff done. So, okay, van, yes. Sleep same way, half the bed on stuff on the other side. They did have thicker, but then I would have very little room between me and the roof. Yes, exactly. I have a full-size mattress, but my cats will say it's theirs. That's pretty true with pets. Okay. Okay, the first thing is I got this comforter, which you guys may have seen in the how to stay warm in the winter, because the one that I had is like very like dirty and just used. I've had it for so long and I'm like, I want to put a brand new fresh comforter in my van when I move in. So that's like a little treat to myself. And that was like, I think it was like $35. And then I've never had one, but I decided to get a duvet cover for it. Just another white thing, just so that this one doesn't get as dirty. Because I feel like I've had like, of this comforter, you guys should get it if you want a nice comforter because I've had 3 of the same one. I've bought those for my 2 sons. They love them. It's just like the greatest comforter and it's so warm, but not too warm. And it's just awesome and soft. So that's one thing I got this week. Fresh and clean. Yeah, the white's going to be nice. Okay, so let me look around, see what we got. Oh, I ordered this sink, which I'm not going to reopen it, but the box is so big. Oh, maybe you can see inside. I don't want to pull it out because I'm going to end up sending it back because it's too big and there's a stain on the sink already. I'm like, why'd you send me a sink that had a stain on it? But it's too big. I think I need something smaller. So I'm going to send that one back and get a different one. We started to lay out the electronics. How am I going to show you guys this? We have this board, which is a cabinet thing. And we're kind of laying out the elements onto the board. So we can like screw them on to where we think we're going to put them. So everything that's here is like my 2000 watt inverter, my charge controller for the solar. We had to get this, this is called a bus bar for putting the wirings. I got the fuse box and it came with fuses. I got the, this is a shut off, like a shut off switch, just like to shut everything off in case there's an emergency. These are my lights. They're just lights. There's the lights that's going to go overhead. Oh, and then this week we went and picked up like all of our like tubing for the sink and water system. I also got okay, this thing right here. I'm kind of just whatever about it, but this thing was $30. This. What's one thing? This. Dimmer switch. $30. Now you would think that you could just buy any old dimmer switch, but not so. If you have a van, you have to, or whatever, you have to get a one that works with 12 volt and also works with lights that are dimmable, which I bought, but $30. I was like, that's gross. Okay, so I'm gonna go outside. If we get disconnected, just hang on, but we shouldn't, but we'll see. Okay, let me scroll down real quick before I start getting away here. Fake freedom map. I still have it. I started to get one of those. Awesome. Yes. Sink. Yeah, sink is definitely too big. I need something not only like smaller, but I don't think it needs to be as deep. So I don't know. Splitter. Explorers are great. Yes. Are you getting a dimmer for the that is the dimmer switch. The lights are already dimmable, like they already wired for that. Save yourself some money and get a sensor cleaning kit for 15 to. I didn't know they had that, Brian. I'm gonna look that up. That's a great tip. Watch a couple YouTube videos and you'll be golden. Okay. Yeah, those dimmer switches. I actually looked a lot for dimmer switches, and they were all around the same. There was a couple for like $15, but they looked crazy and I didn't like it. I look crazy out here with this pinata. Okay. Nothing's new on the outside of the van. So we did, wait, let me go around. We did like 3 things this week. That's one thing I don't like about this van is you have to use a key, and I want it to be just like, I want to have like a key fob, and somebody told me to check into that, and I think I'm going to do that once I leave. That's not a priority, but whatever. What? Oh my gosh. Gotta get used to this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first thing we did was we took quite a bit of time to build this cabinet. So finally that one's done. And it took a long time to we built it very strongly. I don't know if you can see back there, but we have supports in the cabinet, and it got stuck trying to get in. So when we tried to get this thing in, because we built it outside, it got stuck on these beams. So we had to carve out these beams with a angle grinder just to be able to fit this thing in. But look how much space that is. I don't know how to tell you how far back that goes, but basically I can't even reach my arm back there. Let's see. This is just like a little level. I could probably touch it with the level. That's a lot of space. So I'll be able to put all my kitchen stuff in there and food. It'll be like my little pantry. And I have some door frames that's going to go on this. The other thing we did was we brought the battery out, and we're going to build around it. And I'm making some changes with the layout. But so this is the battery. This thing is 130 pounds. So we built some platforms, there's a platform under it. I don't know if you can see it. And now we need to square it off with some wood because it's, don't want to be sliding all over the place. So that's installed there. And then we're going to build our, that wood that I showed you inside with the electrical stuff. We're going to basically have it come right here. And on top of here, so that everything's all in one spot. There's my freshwater tank. It's like we just brought it in here. It's not installed yet. And then the most exciting thing is, let me take you outside. Maybe I'll fall out of the van. Oh, here's my old comforter. See, I'm using it for like, it's dirty because I've been using it for like transporting stuff from Home Depot and all this stuff. So that's why I got the new one. But check this out. Okay, besides the undertaking of building this roof that was like super challenging, one of the other biggest projects that I wanted but didn't know if it was going to be possible, because it's like not something we've ever done, was I wanted to put my gray water tank under the van. And I was like, I might have to let that go. But we talked to our neighbor who did a van conversion. They don't have one under their van, but he was like, you can definitely do it if you can find a space. So we have this already mounted. Oh gosh. So I have my gray water tank mounted up under here. We still have some more strapping to do. It's still not secure enough. So, but we planned for that. We bought some stuff this morning. And I don't know if you can see it. So let me see. Here's the bottom of it. So you see the connectors, or where you can whatever, drain the stuff. So that's under the van. So you can't really see it unless you go up under there. So what the gray water tank is that's when I like do the dishes, wash my face, brush my teeth, and it just goes into that container. And then I'm gonna buy an electric ball valve so that it's just like a toggle switch, and you can toggle it on or off to just release. So I don't have to actually get out of the van. So if I'm next to like a storm drain or in a like place that's, you know, I could just let the water drop, then it'll just be able to do it from inside the van. And I won't even have to get out. And I'm also going to have another lever just in case that doesn't work for whatever reason, so that I could just, you know, turn it on down here, or release it down here. I could just, you know, whatever. So that was a big job, and we got that done yesterday, but we still are going to put a few more straps, but we had to go get the straps. So that's what's been happening this week. And then my mom, she's been sanding down my doors, and I'm going to spray paint those, and those are going back inside these double doors. So let me go back in, and I think that's it. Okay. Oh, I don't know where this came from, but I'm falling apart. Okay, so let me get reconnected here. Hopefully we didn't lose connections. Where's my glasses? Ah! Oh, let me write that down, what Brian said about my, I didn't know they made like a sensor cleaner. Sensor cleaning kit. Okay. Which is great, because quite honestly, I watched a YouTube video about how to like cut open your I don't know, it's the whole thing. Anyways, you got to take the whole thing off and clean it yourself. And I took the like face plate off, and I like kind of ruined the closure part. And so I was like, okay. And I put it back together, and it's not as great now. So I was like, let me give up on that. So I still will check that out. Okay. Let me see. Anything using DC power will never be easy or cheap to get as with AC. Yes, true. Just a little glitch. Okay. Pure sine. Yes, it has to be a pure sine wave inverter because there's a lot going into this system, and I don't want anything to blow up. Lots of storage. The fan is in. The fan was in a couple weeks ago, which we still have to wire up. I'm so excited about the big space. Watch out for bats hanging upside down back there. Can you set up like a Patreon page? I thought about Patreon, but right now, just with the van build, there's a lot going on, and I like, if I do something like Patreon, I want to like put my efforts into it. I do think I'm going to start, because YouTube has YouTube subscriptions, and I might do that, but we'll see. Because right now I just have way too much with the van build, but I will check that out. It's Halloween after all. Let's see. For me, you keep on glitching. Oh no. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Nicole is my cousin. Everybody say hi to Nicole. It is also pinned above chat. I couldn't find the link to pay. I did try Patreon for a hot second. Patreon is actually its own page and its own situation, but it was just one more thing for me to manage. So I just decided to, if anyone wants to do snack fund donations, just to go through PayPal, Cash App, or whatever. And it's a lot easier. Yeah, the water tank inside the van that's for fresh water is 18 gallons. So I think that's going to last me quite a bit of time. So I won't have to fill up as often. The one under the van is a 10 gallon, which I'll be emptying more often. So I don't need it to be even, because I'll know when I wash dishes, and I'm pretty conservative when I wash dishes. I usually just get a little bit of water in whatever I'm cleaning and then do it and then like rinse it out. So I'll be able to like dump the gray water more often. I don't have a Patreon. I just feel like Patreon is more efficient, so we can set up subscription type service. Yeah, I like Patreon, and I'll check into it, but so far I don't have that. Okay, so we're still connected. Hey, A. Smith, are you installing insulation? I will be installing insulation. I already have the insulation. I'm going to go with Havelock wool. It's like a sheep's wool. So this week we're going to be focusing on finishing that gray water tank, getting all the plumbing installed underneath, doing the electrical. And I think we're going to start focusing on building the cabinet for the refrigerator, because it's going to stand taller above the cabinets. And then from there, we'll do the walls and insulation. Are you going to have a freshwater tank or jugs that can pull out when empty? So the one you saw in the van is my freshwater tank, and it's a very big, big amount. Be careful about uneven dirt roads or insanely steep driveways with that gray water tank. It looks like you still have decent ground clearance, but some road surfaces aren't. Exactly, and that's what I was worried about with the underwater one. So that's why I wanted it to go as far up into the cavity as possible. So far, it's level with the like the edge of the van bottom. But yes, you're right. Like I have to be very cautious about not puncturing that thing. Your parents are awesome. Yes, they are. All the help they've given you. Yes, indeed. You must be an only child. No, I have a sister. I would definitely do the same for my daughter. Only child. You are so blessed. Thank you. Definitely be careful off-road. Yeah, I don't plan to go off-road too often. Hey, Dee Dee, how are you? Maybe put a metal pan below it to protect it from flying pebbles and other. Oh, that's a good idea. Do you have any favorite van dwelling YouTubers? I watch a lot of YouTubers. Hold on one second. Hey, James. James came through with a $15 donation. Thank you so much. And let me know if that's for the CD or just a snack fund donation. because I don't see the notes on here. But let me give you your shout out. Thank you so much. Let me get a new one. Let's see. This one's called Level Complete. That was cool. I went on this morning. I couldn't sleep. It was like 5:30 this morning. I was like, let me add some more sounds because I'm just already up and ready to go. But thank you so much for the donation. That is very kind of you, and I'm much appreciated. But I'm going to write that down, putting like a metal pan. Because we're still like almost done installing it, but we could probably put something under it right now, and just that would probably be very helpful. Van dwelling YouTubers. Okay, so one of my top ones is Cheap RV Living. That's Bob Wells's channel. He's like the top person. He gives great advice. He's been on for a long time, and he's got lots of subscribers. Another person that I like is I'm trying to blank. Van Life, City Life, or City Life, Van Life. I forget the name, but I think his name is Chrome, and he's got some good information as well. It's like I watch so many YouTube channels, but I don't remember the names as much. But there's another, she changed her name. Her name used to be Hobo Alley, and she was a car dweller, and I think she got a van. But I think she goes by Alexandra Tejas now. And then there's, I think Trenton Alley, Eamon and Beck. Those are some good ones too. There's just a lot of them, and it depends on like what, if you're looking for people to watch, it depends on what you're looking for. There's going to be people that are more like millennial young people. There's couples, there's people that are solo travelers, there's people that focus on like old ghost mines, there's people that focus on like more popular spots. So it just really depends. And some people are doing van builds, and some people have already done van builds. But there's a lot of good ones out there. Let's see. Hey, how's your dad's finger? Poor guy. His thumb is doing really well. It like healed up really nicely. He says he doesn't have like a lot of feeling like in the tip of his thumb, but so far it's doing really well. Let's see. 1/16 sheet metal. Is that what you're talking about for the pan underneath the gray water tank, or something else, Barbara? 1/16. Let me write that down. That should do it. Okay. Can't add too much weight to the van. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Ellie Belly. Van City. Okay, cool. Van City Van Life, I think. I'm hoping to see Bob giving a tour of your van. Also, please check out Foresty Forest. Oh yeah, I do have Foresty Forest on my list as well. I'm subscribed to his channel. I like his drone work. He's got a lot of good stuff going on there. Yeah, that's one of my goals, to be on Bob Wells's channel. That'd be really fun because he's just very knowledgeable, and I like his no nonsense approach. And he's a very real YouTuber. He's not like glitz and glamour. He's just like basically lives on the road, and he interviews people, and he tells a lot of good information. So I like him a lot. Have you seen Wander Life Journey with Jerica? She's crafty. I don't remember all the names. I've seen so many, and in my playlist of van life people, I have like so many videos saved. Van City Van Life, yes. Steve Wallace 2, step 2. Yes, for bottom. Okay. I love Susie Cruz's channel. She's the one with the pink, my hand, there's a stain on my forehead. Susie Cruz, I like her channel too. She's very like aesthetic. Her van is pink. And she had a crash in her van, which is awful for like a van life person. Like it totally like smashed the inside of her just living space, but she, I think, got it rebuilt already. But she's got a great channel. If you love like very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing, she cooks a lot. And she's on the road by herself with her pet, and it's a very nice channel. I like that channel too. I want to visit his place sometime. It's in Arizona. Oh, okay. I didn't know he had a place. I thought he was just only van. Let's see. All right, I talked about everything. So you guys have anything to talk about before we go into this festive Halloween Would You Rather? I'm just gonna like make sure that I talked about all the things I wanted to talk about. I talked about the gray water tank, the cabinet, the sink. Yeah, we got it. Everything's going pretty good. Like I'm really happy with the way things are. We've been working longer in the days because now that it's gotten cooler, we're able to stay out longer. So we've been, instead of like quitting at like noon or 1, because it was just getting unbearable in the summer. Now we're, we've been staying out there till like 4, like 3 and 4 in the afternoon. So it's been good. We've been getting a lot done. So I feel like the progress is going well. In terms of videos, I know a couple of people have asked, like, where's the van build videos? It's like, I have so many video like footage of all the things we've been doing, or most of the things, but like it's missing like 1 or 2 pieces, like for the floor. The floor's installed, but I don't have the transition pieces. And I want to show the whole complete thing when I post videos because I like to be thorough. Or like the cabinets. I could post about that, but I don't have the fronts on it. Or like the gray water is almost done, but I want it to be in the video with like how the connectors are in. So please be patient with the video posting. There will be some new videos coming soon. And I feel like what's going to happen, it's going to be like a lot of things are going to get done all at once. And then I'm going to have to edit all those things. So I will have more van build videos coming. And of course, once I get out on the road, I'll be like having so much more content. So thanks for being patient. Let's see. We're talking about the older gentleman with the Santa beard. Yes, that's Bob Wells. Are you putting in a divider door to separate the front seat from the back seat? I'm going to put in a very heavy duty curtain, as thick of a curtain as I can. That's like blackout curtains. I don't want it to be just like a whimsical little like whiff of a curtain. I want it to be like a very stiff curtain. So when I pull it, it kind of looks straight, kind of like, it's not going to look like a door, but I want it to be more like a wall. So from far away, you think that it's more of a wall separating the driver's area from the living area. I haven't bought that yet. But as we start to put the cabinet frames up, like I want to make sure there's a space that I can, do like a curtain. But I want it to be very heavy duty and a blackout because I don't want to have to spend the time like covering the windshield when I park, because that was one of the things when I was in my car. I would park and I'd put my windshield shade up, and most times it's fine. But I think sometimes people, might know that if you're putting up like a window shade at night, it's not for covering the sun. So like, what are you doing in there? So that was a little weird. Let's see, I've gotten a notification here, I think. Oh, 2 notifications. Hey, Grant, thank you so much. $15. Awesome. Thank you so much. There's no notes here for CD, so I don't know if that's just a donation or CD. And if you've purchased a CD or like whatever and I don't send you one, then tell me, because I'm trying to keep track of all these things. But thank you, and I'm going to give you your shout out. And then I have another notification in just a second. But here goes Grant's notification or sound. Thank you so much, Grant. You're always such a big supporter of the channel. Truly appreciated. And from Brian, thank you so much. $10. Thank you very much. This is awesome. Thank you guys very much. Let me give you your shout out. Let's see. Oh, how about this one?
He shoots, he scores!
That's a new one too. Thank you so much. Hopefully you like basketball. And if you don't, I'll give you another shout out. Let's see. I find you hilarious. You have a great mom and dad. Thank you. And thank you. Yes, I do. Yes, his interviews and walkthroughs are great. Yes. YouTube recommended you. Hey, Jenny's Road. Yesterday, I was stuck on your channel for all night long. So much fun. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Snack Pack. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and throw a like on this live stream. You have me in stitches and made my day or night. Oh, thank you so much. That kind of curtain is what I had in my van. It worked well for me. Oh, cool. If you guys have any recommendations on like those thick curtains, let me know because I want to get one that's really strong. Oh, thanks, Grant. Very much. Thank you very much. Please click the button before leaving, the like button. Thank you so much, Barbara. Got it. A heavy, secure blackout curtain. Walmart has some good prices. You can sew the bottoms. Oh, okay. That's a good tip too. Yay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, and thank you. All right, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm a big Amazon shopper, so that won't be hard by getting stuff from Amazon. All right. This has been a fun party, and hopefully you guys have been eating your candy along the way. 2 thin curtain rods, top and bottom for easy slide. So 2 thin curtain rods, top and bottom. Oh, are you saying to like get a curtain track? Wait. Oh, the round ones. Little mini Twix. 2 thin curtain rods, top and bottom for easy slide. Are you talking about one, like to slide them both like this at the same time? I don't have M&Ms, but M&Ms are delicious. Oh, you're eating your M&Ms. Okay. I'll check into that. The curtain rods. And get an extension pole. Okay. That's very caramely. Oh, never thought I'd say this, but that was very sweet. I haven't been eating too many sweets lately. So when I eat these sweets, it's like Van Wives. Is that a channel? Oh, Grant. I wish you could have M&Ms. They need to make like sugar-free M&Ms that taste delicious. All right, so let's play the Would You Rather game. Oh, Mars bars. I never was into Mars bars, but maybe now my taste buds have changed. Grant can't have sweets, but he's got a sugar-free candy, so he's still being festive. Okay. Okay, here comes the first question. The first question is, we'll go with the scariest one first. It's not even that scary. But would you rather be in one of these movies, either Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th? So you're going to be trying to dodge Freddy Krueger or Jason. Which one would you rather? Those both suck because I hate horror movies and anything to do with that. But it's Halloween, so we're just being a little more festive. This is probably the scariest one. Scariest question. Oh, all right. Oh, okay, we got Friday the 13th. Jason. Yeah, both of those questions, both of those options suck. Both suck, but definitely not Freddy. Friday the 13th because unlike the girls in the movie, I won't trip and fall so he can catch me. Janaya, you'd go with Nightmare on Elm Street. Eventually you will need to sleep. I feel like I can fight Jason, so Friday the 13th. All right, and if you've already voted, you can vote to say what you think I will choose. Do you think I'd rather be in a movie with Jason or with Freddy Krueger? Friday the 13th, because at least I'd get some sleep, unlike being in Freddy. I haven't seen either. I don't like horror movies either, but what about Joe Friday? I gotta hang with him. I wouldn't need to watch if I needed the time. Fake Fruit says Jason. For me, Jason, Jason, and Jason. Has everybody voted? So we only got one person for Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at us agreeing. I know, you guys. It's a great day. And you think Jason for me. Mad Titan has been trying to get me to watch horror movies. This is as close as it's going to get. All right, so you guys are right. I'd have to pick Jason because Nightmare on Elm Street, I can't even talk because it scarred me for life. I can't even imagine. You know how much I like to sleep. And this fool's going to try to keep me awake because he's going to try to kill me. No, I like to sleep too much. Also, he's gross. He's got gross hands, and he's just like very evil. And with Jason, he's just got like a basic old mask, and like I feel like if you're like aware, then you could probably avoid him. Now, I've only seen like one Friday the 13th, and that was enough for me. And that was like years ago, so I really don't remember how it all goes down. And maybe he got more crafty. But I feel like when I used to watch in the past, some of the people in the movie were just stupid. And they would like hear the sound and then they would like, what's that? Let's go outside and check it out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go that way. Go the other way. So there's no way I'm going into a movie with Freddy Krueger. That dude scares me. So you guys are right. Have you watched Human Centipede? Scary. No, I'm not going to watch that. Wait, you didn't do any research? No, I didn't. That movie was too scary. Elm Street. Yeah, I don't like that. Me too. I watched so long ago, and when I think of the pizza he ate and all those little, no, that's gross. Yeah, that's enough for me. Like I can't even. Audition a 1999 Japanese movie with subtitles. What makes it so frightening is that it could happen. Ooh, I'm not watching that. How about The Hills Have Eyes? Did I see that? I have movie amnesia. I don't remember what I've seen and what I haven't, but I might have seen that one, but I'm not sure. Like that commercial when the teens ran into the murderer's shed filled with chainsaws and knives. Yeah, exactly. Some of these horror movies from the past are like so dumb. Like the writing was like, okay, you guys are dumb. You guys didn't think this one through. But, you know, they had to make the movie like where people get killed. So I don't know. All right. So we all, except for one person, we're all going to be in the same movie fighting off Jason or just avoiding Jason. Those men on the farm chopping up those kids. I don't know if I saw that. That sounds terrible. What's that movie that these people were like somewhere and they were like, that sounds so basic. These people, they were somewhere, but they like lived like old timey and they were like removed from civilization, but there was really civilization, but they lived like old timey lives. And then there was like this fake monster in the wilderness. And then that monster fell into like this pit, I think. I could be making all this up. This is just what's in my brain. But it was like, what's the name of the movie? If that makes any sense at all. Wait, did Mike leave? Oh, good night. Bye, Mike. I have to leave. Happy Halloween. Don't be afraid of the election. God has your back. God bless you all. God bless you, Mike. Thank you so much for everything. The Hills Have Eyes is super creepy. Oh, The Village. Tanya, yes. The Village. I know that wasn't like super scary, but also it was like creepy enough and just weird. I don't mind movies like that. I don't mind movies like that. I can see, no, I saw a Canadian. Oh, okay. I'm okay with like thrillers or like ones that make you think, you know, a little bit more like, what's the other movie? The one, I always forget movies. This is like a problem. Movie amnesia. Get Out. That was like a thriller that I enjoyed because it was like very well thought out and very, you'd have to think about some of the things and also like frightening. I also like things like Black Mirror. I like Twilight Zone kind of things. I don't want to say I like it, but I appreciate it more than horror. I don't like any gutsy, like guts pouring out horror things. That's like disgusting. I don't see any value in that. I know people do, so I'm not putting anybody down, but I don't like any of those horror films like that. I don't do anything with demons. I know we've gone over this before, but it's Halloween, so I'm saying it again. I don't do any demon stuff. I don't do any paranormal things or anything like that. But some of the more thrillery things, you know, I don't mind if there's like some blood, but I don't want to be like focused on that. M. Night Shyamalan was the director. Yes, that was a good movie. Signs, Silence of the Lambs. See, that one was also very like, I don't mind that one either, because that one was really well done. The Skeleton Key. Did I see that? I'm going to write that down. Was it good? Was it gory? Skeleton Key. I might have seen that, but I don't remember. How about The Others? Is The Others good? Like, don't tell me ones that I'm going to freak out. Only tell me ones. No. Barbara, no. Rosemary's Baby. That was evil. I can't even with that movie. You were totally redeemed yourself out with Get Out, Allison. Yes, that was an excellent movie. Signs. What is that? I hope these are movies that I can actually watch. The Cat People. Okay. I'm writing these down because there's sometimes when I just like want to watch something like thrillery, but not crazy. Great show. Take care. Thank you so much, Brian. Very much. I appreciate you. Shutter Island. Are these good movies? I hope all these are good. Yeah, The Skeleton Key. The Others are awesome. Symbol. Okay. I'd like The Others. Okay. A year from now, Allison will be a horror movie aficionado. No, I don't think so. Not gory. I don't like any gory. Seven Deadly Sins. I think I saw Seven Deadly Sins. Signs. 2202 is Mel Gibson. Did I see that? Shutter Island. Oh, The Shining. I did see The Shining, and those two little girls, I wanted to punch those girls in the face. I know that's terrible, but it was freaking me out. I can't. That's too crazy. Yeah. Oh, 2002, Mel Gibson. Yes, they're good. I don't watch any horror. Okay. I think you'd love Signs, but I also think you'd love The Mist. No Red Rum, Ellie Belly. Signs and Shutter Island are awesome. Okay, I'm going to check both those out. Oof. Okay, we just got on a full-on tangent, but that was good because my favorite is comedy, but you know, sometimes you want something with a little more depth, but nothing too gross. So I like having a short list of things that I could watch that's not crazy. What Lies Beneath is awesome, not gory. Oof. Wonder what is that? What Lies... I saw this other one too. It wasn't too scary, but I didn't like it. It was some crazy lady in a window with these two kids. I feel like it was the guy from Harry Potter, but I could just be making that up. But my kids wanted to watch it, not when they were kids, but like when they were, you know, like late teens. I don't know what the name of that one was too. It was like, I don't know. Maybe you guys know what it is, and there was like the house was like far and you had to take a train to get to it. And it was like, could get flooded. This is how I describe movies, you guys, because I never remember things when I watch these movies. All right. If you guys think of that movie, then let me know. Okay. So let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Amityville Horror scared the heck out of me when I was a kid. Yes, me too. I hated that movie. I love Chinese films. There's no lewdness and you get drama, action, and romance. I do like foreign films, Chinese films. I don't mind doing subtitles. And a lot of those movies are really good. It's a Michelle Pfeiffer Harrison Ford movie. Maybe Many horror movies of the 70s were pure evil and of the occult. That's true. But you have to read subtitles. I don't mind reading subtitles. Some of those movies are really good, like the foreign films. Okay, so would you guys rather have your hand put into a tank of spiders or snakes? Which one? Hand in a tank of spiders or snakes? Oh, here we go. Okay. We got spiders. We got snakes. We got snakes. Oh, hey, PDX trailer guy. How are you? Oh, fake freedom. You're allergic to spiders. So that's, yeah, good choice. Snakes, spiders. I love the spider web. Spiders. Okay, so we're tied so far, I think. Okay, once this live stream is over, I'm straight taking this thing off because it's not that comfortable. I have a lot more of this candy too. I had to sacrifice these ones to make this hat, but this came in a big bag from the dollar store. What? Oh, and none of these are gonna kill you. No, none of these spiders or snakes are like venomous, so don't worry about dying. This is just like whatever. Okay, no spiders. Like a grass snake, you could just do basic snakes. Boa constrictor, but not one that's gonna kill you, or like, you know, big gross snakes, but also like not ones that are gonna make you die. Okay, we got snakes. There are no good spiders. Sign me up for snakes. Okay, all snakes, still snakes for me. Pretty sure all spiders are venomous. This is fake. This is gonna be a fake one. No, like what about praying? Is praying mantis a spider? Praying mantis? Or like, I don't know. Are they all venomous? It's a good question. Sweet spiders, I will even eat them. Look at us agreeing again. I just remember I have some York peppermint patties and insulin. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything about mixing those two together, but if it works for you, peppermint patties are delicious. Ellie Belly, no. Not a spider. No, not all. Okay, so not all spiders are venomous. I'm talking about like, I mean, even if they are gross spiders, like even if they are venomous spiders, this exercise, those spiders aren't going to be like stabbing you with their whatever they stab you with. This is unreal. I know you guys are agreeing. It's Halloween. It's crazy. Okay. And if you guys have already voted, you can vote just what you think I'm going to choose, spiders or snakes. No, praying mantis kills spiders. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Tarantula. No way I'm putting my hands in that. Oh, yeah, tarantulas. We had that question before. Daddy longlegs are the most deadly. Did you know? They just can't get low enough to bite. What? I am shocked about that. I did not know. Daddy longlegs are the most deadly. What? Is this fake? I didn't know that. Daddy longlegs are one of the most venomous. Their mandibles just aren't big and strong enough to deliver the venom to humans. I did not know that. Grant thinks I'm going to choose snakes. That is a very interesting factoid. Just thought of their hairy legs. That is very interesting because I'm pretty sure like I've picked up many a daddy long leg in my life just, you know, because they look kind of cutish. I would not lie to you. I know you wouldn't. I'm just like shocked at the facts of that's interesting to me. I've never, in all my years, I've never even heard of that. What's happening here? I'm falling apart. I think my costume has got a time limit on it. Okay. I have to get in the bathroom called Alfred. Oh, call Alfred. Yeah. Janaya says, I'll choose snakes. Heard that about dialing. Interesting. I had to learn that to my, allergicness spare. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm over here like straight eating up all this candy. But that's what Halloween is for. I'm just dripping chocolate all over. This is a very crumbly Reese's cup for whatever reason. Okay. Okay, forget you choose snakes. Creepy crawly is a no-go for you. All right. Oh, that changed my mind on those guys a long time ago. I had an uncle who loved to give me nightmares. That sucks. Mad Titan, you think spiders for me? Okay, so everybody's voted. Hey, late to the chat. Hey, Sorgy Stories. Hey, Jay. Chocolate. Chocolate is never off topic. We have chocolate going right now. And I have my candy in my little piñata, who I'm affectionately calling Chewy. Chewy the piñata. Also, there's a few channels that I am really like hoping to help them to get to like 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, go to, I think Van Life Rocks. Not sure if he has 1,000 subscribers yet. Him, Kels Acosta, Sorgy Stories, Chef Life, Van Life. Those are all the people that come into the live stream and have just been like super supporters of the channel. And I want their channels to succeed as well. So if you haven't already, go follow their YouTubes. I think you choose spiders. There's a spider just behind you. I don't think so, unless this over here is a tarantula, but I don't think so. Chewy is a cute piñata purse. Oh, yes. It won't fit much because the opening's just like that big, but I could carry this around on my travels and people would think I'm a little crazy. FF1 Grant. I don't know what FF1. First thing on TV to give me legit nightmares was Michael Jackson's Thriller video. Oh, interesting. Well, that's true. When I saw that when I was like 8, and yeah, it was a little scary. Don't forget to click that like button. Oh, thank you so much, Fake Freedom, before you leave, and thank you. And they would be right. All right, so I would choose to put my hand in a tank of snakes. You guys are right. You guys are on it today. This is a festivity. Yeah, I don't want anything like, yeah, they're both creepy crawly, but I don't know. I don't want spiders just like crawling up my arms and stuff. That seems worse than snakes for whatever reason. And I think my parents, or especially my dad, did something good for my sister and I. Like when we were growing up, we lived in the desert for a lot of years, and we had a couple little snakes, and he would get these like gopher snakes or like, basic garden snakes, and he would bring them, and we'd be like scared at first, but then like we would like pet the snake and stuff. So it like introduced us to desert things, and so I don't think I'm as like scared of snakes as maybe most people. And also, I don't like lizards, but that's because they're fast, and I don't like that. I don't like jumpy things. But yeah, so I think it's going to have to be snakes. I know, Tanya. I know. Look at us. Nailed it again. Would you eat live insects for cash? So I don't like to like do things for just to do it for cash, because I don't like to like compromise on my values and morals. So if someone's like, oh, I'll give you $1 million to do this, and it's something I wouldn't normally do, I'm not going to do it. I don't care if it's $1 billion. But eating insects, it depends on what it is. I wouldn't just do it just to do it. But like, if it's like a delicacy in another country and it's not too disgusting, I might do it. But not just only just to gain money off of it. If it's still gross, I'm still not going to do it. Reverse Indiana Jones. Yeah. Should go on YouTube game show with Allison. Yeah, we should have a little game show. That'd be fun. Movie knowledge question. What was Indiana Jones' father afraid of? Rips Sean Connery. Oh, I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that. Indiana Jones. Dying? I don't know. All right, so we got 3 more Halloween would you rathers. This goes along with what Mad Titan said. So would you rather, for 24 hours, have one of these 2 songs blasting and you have to just listen to it over and over for a 24-hour period? And let's just say it's going to be a Halloween 24 hours. So it's either going to be Monster Mash or Thriller. Those are the 2 Halloween songs that would blast for 24 hours, and you would just have to endure it just over and over in a loop. So which one would you rather? Monster Mash or Thriller? Oh, spiders? There's a program here called I Am a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and they eat all sorts of creepy crawlies for food or treats. Oh, interesting. Oh, scorpions? Was he afraid of scorpions? Oh, no. Okay, so Fake Freedom says Monster Mash. Sorgy says Thriller. Monster Mash. Everybody's thinking, okay. You guys have that Monster Mash going? Thriller for sure. Janaya, Thriller. Monster Mash. Thriller. Here's where Fake Freedom and I separate. That's okay. You guys got along and got it together today on a couple questions. There's progress being made here. And if you've already voted, you can vote to see which one I will be Thriller for Travel Snacks. Okay. Monster Mash. I don't listen to music. Monster Mash sounds better than Thriller. Monster Mash here for Karina. Thriller for sure for Travel Snacks. Anyone else want to vote? Do you think which one would I choose? Thriller or Monster Mash? You've sung MJ in the car before on the channel, hence Thriller. Okay. The answer is Rats. Oh, and that was rest in peace, Sean Connery. He died today. Oh, he died today? Oh, that's sad. I didn't know that. I never keep track of like when people die and stuff. Like some of the people, I'm not really like, I'm not like a huge movie goer. So when people in the movie industry die, I'm like, oh, that's sad. But I don't really like keep up with some of those things. But rest in peace, Sean Connery. And that's, yeah, rats are gross. Janaya says Thriller for me. Thriller. Let me see what is Monster Mash. Okay, Monster Mash for you. Thriller for you. That dude had to be a real old though. Long life. He was 90. Oh dang, yeah. I was thinking that maybe he had already passed. But I think he was a great actor though. Ellie Belly's checking out what Monster Mash is. Let us know what you think about it. All right, so you guys know me that it's definitely going to be Thriller because I do like Michael Jackson's music. And Monster Mash already gets on my nerves straight away. Like I can listen to Monster Mash like one time on Halloween and then I'm just like over it. I don't know why. It's a very catchy song and then it's going to get stuck in my head. So I didn't play it today. But Thriller I could listen to over and over because I actually like that song and I think it's a good song. I like Thriller. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade with Sean Connery was so moving, deep meaning in it. Oh, I don't know if I saw that one. Not to 110-year-old. That's true. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we got 2 more. Okay, so would you guys rather spend one night in a haunted house or in a graveyard? So you have to sleep. I mean, you have to physically sleep, but you have to, I mean, you don't have to like close your eyes and go to sleep, but you have to stay one whole night either in a haunted house or a graveyard. Which one would you rather? Okay, I'm going to write that down. Indiana Jones. Let me put it to my list of all these other ones. Indiana Jones. Wait, I lost it. And The Last Crusade. Okay. Okay, Ellie Belly's coming through with a haunted house. Graveyard, no disturbance. That's true. Oh, tough. Okay, graveyard. Oh, we got a lot of graveyard. I can attest. At least cling to a fence and wait it out. Graveyard, no one keeping me up. Graveyard. The house, nope. I will be the only one waking up. Oh, that's true and sad. I've done the graveyard when I was youngster, impressing some chick. I try the haunted house these days. I know God's name. Graveyard must be amazing. People are dying to get in. There is no such thing as ghosts, so I will sleep well. But in a graveyard, there may be drug addicts walking around or a murderer that gives me the creeps. All right, which one do you think I would choose? You think I'm going to choose a graveyard or a haunted house? Okay, Fake Freedom says graveyard for me. Ellie Belly says haunted house. Grant says graveyard for you. Well, Ellie Belly. All right, you guys think I'm going to do haunted house or graveyard? Hey, Louis H. from Syria. How's it going? Matt Titan says graveyard for me. Matt, I believe in God, so he will protect me. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. You graveyard. You're welcome. All right, you guys are all pretty much right that I would choose the graveyard. And let me tell you why. I'm with Ellie Belly. I believe in God. I don't believe in ghosts, but we're just doing like this game. So we're just going to pretend that there's, a haunting going on. But, when like you have a haunted house, even if there's no ghosts, sometimes the house is haunted and there's like blood dripping down those walls. And again, I like to sleep. So I don't want to be like having things knocking around and moving around. And I feel like with graveyards, especially like if you're in like Louisiana, they have those above graveyards and you could like wedge in pretty good to like between like two of those mausoleum-y kind of things and like get a good night's sleep. Like if it's a cold night, you could kind of go in between two of those things and like there's nobody going to be there. Yes, of course, if you believe in zombies and ghosts, then no, you don't want to be in a graveyard. But I think you could probably get a better night's sleep like camping in a graveyard than in a haunted house that's going to be like loud and obnoxious and if there's weird things going on in that house, it's going to be like off-putting and I don't want to do that. Let's see. This is insane. I know, you guys. The house is warm. You could be cold in a graveyard. That's true. It must be a full moon. I think it is a full moon tonight. Oh, wait, it is. Yeah. But earplugs. Oh, good point, Ellie Belly. Good point. Hey, Jeff, how are you? What about spending the night in a haunted high top van? No, my van's not haunted. It's not haunted. It's protected by the blood of Jesus. That's my van. All right. So last question. Let's see. Okay. Earplugs won't comfort you when the bed starts lifting up, though. That's true. It's a blue moon tonight. Hey, 18R Bloom. How are you? Um, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. The last question is, would you rather have a pumpkin for a head or two small pumpkins for feet? So they would be like the, heavy regular pumpkin. So you'd have very heavy feet, or a pumpkin head, like as your head. You'd have a regular face, but you'd have a like orange pumpkin head, but you'd have a face. So you either get a pumpkin head or a pumpkin feet. A small house and a very large house makes a difference for me as well. Interesting. Okay, so hey Tanil, how are you? So we are all of us are going with the feet. Feet. Pumpkin head. I will make seeing around trendy. Pumpkin head. I am lovely, thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad. I know you guys are on a roll. So far, we got a couple for pumpkin head and mostly pumpkin feet. If I could weed out the foot fetish girls, then I'd go with pumpkin feet. I think you will take pumpkin head. Okay. What's happening here? I don't know. I got a lot of streamers going all over the place. Pumpkinhead. Jeff Jones pass. Has no one seen the movie Pumpkinhead? I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. I think I did. If I saw it, I didn't see the whole thing. You think I'll choose Pumpkinhead? Hello from Kitchener, Ontario. Hey, Teresa, how are you? For you, Pumpkinhead, well, for sure, I hope. We on a roll. Karina, pumpkin feet. You got to be head for you, Allison. How would you drive the van with those pumpkin feet? I'm glad you're doing well. Awesome. Who doesn't want a pumpkin head? You would choose pumpkin head. Do you consider, hey Kitty, do you consider yourself depressed? No, I don't. I have been depressed and I have been clinically depressed in the past. But I really focus on staying close to God. And ever since I've been really doing that and reading my Bible, I haven't sunken into a depression. Yeah, I get depressed at times, but I haven't been on that full-on depression since I've been really focusing on staying close to God. Nobody getting my puns. I entertain myself. We on a roll. I got it. Every year you got to be the Sleepy Hollow guy for Halloween. All right. I'm afraid to disappoint you guys, but I would choose pumpkin feet. I don't want a big pumpkin on my head. I don't want to have a pumpkin head. That's like too much weight on my shoulders. And also, like, I wouldn't be able to do anything with my hair because I wouldn't have any hair. It would just be like smooth pumpkin skin. I wouldn't want to do that. And orange doesn't match with all the outfits. Not that I'm a fashionista, but I think I would just go with the pumpkin feet. And you'd have strong legs. Okay, now driving the van, I'd have to rig up something. I'd have to use one of those hand gas and accelerators because you probably couldn't drive like lifting your little pumpkin feet. And I think you could wear like leg warmers over and like kind of cover the pumpkin, like, or you could wear bell bottoms. So I would choose pumpkin feet. I know. I know. I'm sorry, you guys. You can always get a smaller pumpkin. That's true. She is simply rebelling right now. You can stick wool in the pumpkin. Did you show some van progress? I did, Jeff. I showed the van progress. We got the upper cabinet above the driver's seat, and also we installed the gray water tank under the van, which we have just a little bit more to do. I already have a pumpkin head without the pumpkin. Is there a pumpkin that could fit my melon? Yes, there's massive pumpkins. Easy to identify in crowds. That's true. Yeah, I was right again, only in this room. Allison's just playing wrong. She doesn't know what's best for her. We know better. She's going to roll on by. No cankles, please. You guys are funny. Well, that's all I have for today. It's been fun. Imagine the police sketch. That's true. You could never escape any kind of crimes because they would be like, it's that person with the pumpkin head that looks like a pumpkin. With that hat on now, she will turn heads. That's true. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, but that's okay. I was here for you guys, and you guys saw my costume. So, I had fun at least being festive today. Basically, all this is just going to get torn off because this is the shirt I used to wear like when I would work on the roof, and it was just like full of like resin and glue and just all kinds of stuff. So I felt like I could just glue all the stuff over it and just throw this whole shirt away at the end. So then it's like easy cleanup. So yeah. Hit the like. Yes, hit the like button before you go. Another fun live stream. Love you guys. Great fun. Me too. I had a mask. I could trick or treat your street. Oh, true. Awesome fun. Oh, Mad Titan coming through with the last minute thing. Good show today. Thank you so much, Mad Titan. Let me give you a shout out. Wait, I'm going to give you this is a new one, only for you. Thank you so much, Mad Titan. You are awesome. Your costume was very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here. I do not even celebrate Halloween, but was lured in here. Thanks a bunch, guys. Hey, Mad Titan, happy fall. Love the live streams. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys enjoy them. And I don't really celebrate Halloween like in the sense of like evil or horror and all these things, but I do like to just like have a fun and festive time and make things light and just have a nice little Saturday. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the snack fund donations. If I missed anybody, please send me a message. But thank you guys so much for everything and just for being here and having such a fun time. And I hope you guys had some good candy. And that's it. Stay blessed. God bless you guys. Stay close to God. Stay close to each other. And I will see you guys on the next live stream. See you guys next week. We'll probably have like a 10,000 subscriber celebration. So we'll see you then. Bye for now.